1810. The place, the junction of Spokane and Little Spokane rivers.
I was born in Spokane and grew up in Cheney, and I just felt I'd make a contribution to the history, something that Spokane students could see and hear.
Bob Pryor made use of the information technology of his era to inform and entertain area residents.
This is a Brownie Target 620, and it takes a nice size picture. In June of 1950, that's a couple of months after my wife and I were married, Harry Truman came to Cheney, and as he passed where we were living at the Cheney Hotel Apartments, I took his picture. So this is the picture of Harry Truman and his Secret Service people as they drove by the Cheney Apartment Hotel.
Bob progressed into making home movies. In 1960, he became the instructional media coordinator for the Spokane School District.
I previewed films from the different educational film companies. There was nothing available on Spokane or the area as far as educational film producers had done. So I thought this would be a way to contribute to the local history.
The activities occurring at this peaceful spot on Latah Creek set the stage for the water's appropriate nickname, Hangman Creek. This name is still used today.
I made 3 or 4 educational films during that time, so I'd consider myself an educator mainly over the years. So I graduated from home movies to making my first educational film, which was Spokane-area.
Gary, whose native name has long been forgotten, was the son of Iliam Spokane, chief of the Middle Spokane Indian tribe.
I picked Spokane-area for his contribution to Spokane history. I actually had the first school in Spokane for Indians over near Northwest Boulevard at Drumheller Springs. I researched what I could on Spokane-area from different sources and wrote my script, and then after that I did the shooting for the different portions of my film. Eastern Washington Historical Society provided me access to their film library, and I used a lot of their material in the film.
After completing his film about Spokane-area, Bob moved on to other projects highlighting Spokane history.
The Spokane River, although flowing the relatively short distance of 120 miles, has played an important role in the history and growth of Spokane.
And then I felt the Spokane River was important in the history because of its power at the falls, and that's where the first settlers came.
To harness the Columbia, dams have been constructed along its course.
The Columbia River, of course, is very important to the Northwest totality for its power and the irrigations that opened up the fields in eastern and central Washington.
This was an area destined to become the center of an inland empire.
Spokane, the first 100 years, I felt needed to be told visually as much as possible. I cut each scene by hand. The final editing, my friend at Crown Films in Spokane by the name of Bob Horn, he did the technical editing and added the sound to it. I hired a professional narrator.
The old swimming hole of days gone by has been replaced by modern pools.
Bob's final project was a film made just for fun called Aqua Summer.
That was my final film. I just took and did it for family and friends and people who love Priest Lake, and then I just quit filmmaking. I had no particular reason why, but that kind of culminated my work as a filmmaker.
Bob's films are finding new life online.
I was discovered, I might say, by Leo Connor, a filmmaker and historian in Seattle. He graciously had all my films digitized and gave me videos. So if my family gets copies of all my films on DVD, they don't have to carry a big projector around to see it.
Bob is gratified that his films have become historic pieces in themselves, and that his works from 50 years ago are now reaching new generations.
There's a lot of work down in my basement, though, away from my wife and family. My favorite part was the result after all the hard work.
If you have an idea for Northwest Profiles, send it to KSPS TV, 3911 South Regal, Spokane, Washington 99223. Northwest Profiles is a presentation of KSPS Public Television.